All right, let's go ahead and save it. I'd like to do another job though. Let's see what we got. So we're in Camp Verde, and I want to keep exploring Arizona if I can. So see, I want to make it to like Phoenix and Tucson and stuff, but so far we're just going further away. I might do this job. It's not too bad, and it's a good amount. I have to worry about the time though. That's a lot of time, and we just did a job. I honestly think we're not going to be able to pull these off, because we can guarantee it's going to take us more time to do it than what they're telling us here. And we just did a job. Now, it wasn't a long one. I'm going to have to check. How are we on our tiredness? Yeah, we're not doing a job like that on that much tiredness, because we just did a shorter trip, and it almost knocked us out. So, all right. Yeah, I don't know why I kept stalling there. But this is very much a tight place to get into. All right. Let's go. You know, we could see. Yeah, I think we just take a nap here. So let's find our nap point. This is pretty close. Wait, where is it though? It's out in space. I've never seen this before. Where am I supposed to go to get to it? Well, we could go there and try and find out. I mean, it looks like there's possibly a turnoff here. This is what I'll do. I'll come this way. If I can't figure it out, we'll turn around and we'll go over here. It's not like this alternative is all that far away.
Let's do this.
Let's do this, Doug. Alright, we look clear. As long as I make this somewhat...
Right.
For a second. Whoops. Wow, I'm doing terribly. Oh well, we'll clean it up. I knew I was gonna go too wide there.
Turn right.
Alright. Good. And I should have checked what was going the other way. My bad. So that's the first accident we've had in a while. Well, I'd have to see if that affected my insurance premium or co-insurance. It didn't. I'm doing all right at 2%. That's pretty good number. Having a little bit of a meltdown here though. All right, so the question is, where is this rest point? It's probably this motel. I don't know why it's not on the map. Probably because there's no road for it. Doesn't make sense though, because there's a lot of, yeah, so we can rest here. There's a lot of places that are off-road that are actually on the map, so I don't know why that's the case. All right. There's some more money coming in from our drivers. That's Pierre's first job. He made a good deal of money for us. Simon gave us some money. Seeing what else the ticker tells us before we... Okay, cool. Let's take a look at our drivers. So... Pierre just finished his first job. That's a really good amount of money for him starting out. That's why we hired a more experienced driver, or at least as much as we could get. And then you gave me about $3 grand. You didn't pay me anywhere near as much. I wonder if it's the trailer that's the problem, because so far that trailer, yeah, her daily amount has just plummeted. She was making over 3,000 a day. And because she's been taking this trailer around, although she's been making me consistent money, her daily income has dropped dramatically. It's possible she's doing a lot of short trips because she is staying in the Oregon, Washington area. That could be partly why. Could also be that the cargo she's hauling isn't worth all that much. I almost regret buying the trailer because I don't know how much it's actually doing for us. Oh well. Alright, let's do another save here for our roaming. Although I don't know why I'm doing a save after I just got in an accident. Alright, let's do another job here. So I'd like to keep going around Arizona as much as I can, but we're probably too close to some of the places I want to go. We have Sierra Vista. Alright, so we got dry milk. That doesn't pay us anywhere as near as much as this tractor does because it's high value cargo. And then we have this harvester. How many miles? 321. So I'm between these two jobs. This one's 284. This one pays dramatically more, though. This trailer will be bigger and harder to manage. I think we go with this, though. Our truck is kind of set up for heavy hauling. So... wasn't really set up to go in those little grocery stores, even though it was, the equivalent of a Walmart. Alright. Start her up.
Go.
Let's go. I like that. Alright.
Turn left.
I'll let this truck go by, even though I probably could have made that. Alright, look the other way. Oh, there's somebody coming. Wait, which way am I going? Left? I have the right turn signal on. I just confused myself. I mean, we would have been alright. Going right.
Turn left.
Question is, are these guys going to cut out in front of me like that? I don't have a stop sign. I am fairly certain of that. But the AI is just being kind of a dick right now.
Get ready to turn right.
Ready to turn left, but it's a right turn.
Turn right, then turn right.
Why do you say get ready to turn left?
Turn right.
That was a little bit of a confusing little thing he told me to do. Yeah, it could be him talking about that curve. Well, oh, I'm going way fast. Alright, we'll stand. Alright. This actually wasn't that far away from where we were. Okie dokie. Freight market. That's what we're taking.
Ready to roll.
So this is going to pay out a lot. Which will be nice. I don't think the trailer is going to be that big. Guess we'll find out here in a second. Alright, so I'm going to pull this way. Alright, let's go third person. Go into reverse. know what? I'm gonna hit my magic button and go into the other reverse gear. And then as we slow down, go into the previous one. Alright, here we go.
Drive safe.
Okay. Excellent. Now, I forget how heavy this thing is. This is when you do the job save. Yeah, typically. Like, I'll come up to this, and then I'll stop her. I don't always do it, but just so I remember what job I'm taking. So, yeah, we don't get a synopsis of how heavy the cargo is right here. But I'm actually curious if it's lighter than the yogurt was. Job. Is it lighter than... Whoops. Pause so I can actually use the mouse here. It's 36,000, so yeah, it is lighter than our previous cargo. Alright. So it's still a heavier... Oh, I didn't register the third gear. Sometimes if I shift too quick, like I let out the clutch pedal a little too quickly, it doesn't go into the gear I put it in. Because like the way it works on the controller is I'm physically shifting with my H shifter.
Turn left.
But if I put it into a gear, like right now I'm in neutral, I just put it in third. Note that I'm still in neutral. That's because I didn't put the clutch pedal in, so that's how it works. Now if I put the clutch pedal in, while I have it in third, it will go to third. But if I don't have the clutch pedal in when I put it to that, it doesn't work. Which is good. I mean, that's kind of how it should work, but it should be clear on that. Well, in real life, if you didn't have the clutch pedal in, you'd have a hard time putting it into that gear. Which is heavier, 36,000 pounds of yogurt, 36,000 pounds of tractor. I mean, yeah, you gotta go tractor, right? Because tractors are heavier than yogurt.
Turn left.
For those of you guys that aren't aware, that's a reference to a meme. I think it's, what is it, the Limmy Show or Limey Show? I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce it, but it's a Scottish TV show. And he has the skit, what's heavier, a kilogram of steel or a kilogram of feathers? It's pretty good. I'd look it up on YouTube if you get an opportunity.
Turn right.
It's a little bit of an older skit,
Turn right.
so the quality is probably not going to be the best because it's usually a bootleg rip on off of television, but it's a fun little skit. Not doing a very good job of turning with this trailer. I almost clipped that pole.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
Although this is technically a harvester, not a tractor. There's a difference! Oh, shit. Brake, 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 brake. Yeah. Shit. We're kind of in limbo right now. Oh, he's gonna let me through? What are you doing, AI? Are you letting me through? Or are you just going really slow to be a dick? Probably because I took off my turn signal. I don't know what the AI is doing right now, but it's really pissing me off. F it. Yeah, so the fact that the AI slows down for somebody merging onto the highway is really silly. They should just keep going the speed that they're going, and I would be much better off for it. Because then I could have them fly by and then just merge. I don't know why they do that. I mean, maybe they do it for some set reason, to like give players a leeway, but honestly I think it causes more problems than it solves. I'm looking at the road here and I'm trying to figure out what's going on with it, but I kind of looked weird. Alright, let's try and go into 7th here. Magic button. Oh, I'm going way fast. Alright, cruise control. Alright, what's our route look like? Zoom her out. Oh, okay. So we go through the heart of Phoenix here. Unfortunately, we're going to miss out on all this stuff. I don't think that's going to require us to slow down because it still looks like highway. We go through Tucson. Yeah, it looks like we remain on highway, so I don't think we're going to slow down for that. And then we're where we need to be. Okay. I mean, we'll see when it comes. What's going to happen here. Do I have my headlights on? Because if I don't, I should. That's my wipers. There we go. Now the question is, do I have to get over to do anything? Probably, but we have a little bit of time, because I want to know if I can go around these guys or not. I'm going to say yes to that question. Oh, it slows down. I think we can stay in this gear.
Go straight.
Alright. Fly past this guy. We got more reduced speed, it's saying up ahead. Oh, now we do need to get over. Shit. I'm gonna take over. I know I'm speeding right now, but we need to get past this guy.
Turn right.
Alright, fifth? Fifth? Oh yeah, that's right. I had to hit my button.
Stay left.
Stay left. Thank you, Doug. Actually does really help. Okay, some more income coming in. 2,000 from Molly. Alright, let's make sure our merging is cool here. I think we have to get over a lane. Alright. Into 6th. Okay. Doug's not really talking to me much here. Slow her down. Yeah, Doug should have been talking to me at that point. Oh, we've been through Phoenix.
Go straight.
Will do, Doug. Alright, this is telling me to get over a lane. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I'm going to check that on the map. It very well could be inaccurate, so I'm going to ignore it. At least for now, I'm going to ignore it. Yeah, see, look, it's a merge. Oh, I'm going a little fast. Alright, cruise control. Alright, excellent. Oh, you speed up. Still have the cruise control on, let's just turn that off. Am I making a turn anytime soon? Probably not. Alright. Then we are safe to... As long as I hit the button. Going to 7th. I wish there was a cleaner way to do that. But... Fortunately, it's always going to be a little awkward going from 6th to 7th and 7th back to any other gear. Alright, it's nice and sunny. I'll turn off my lights.
Stay left.
Stay left. Alright, we'll do. That Jake brake going, which does turn off my cruise control. I always have to remind myself of that. Okay, so yet again it's telling me to get over. Do we trust it? Yet again, I do not trust it. I think that's a safe practice if you're getting into this game. Whenever it tells you to go into a lane and you don't see an obvious reason of why you need to do that, always double check, because there's nothing wrong with you going in that right lane. But it's very likely to be an exit only to the exit you don't want to go to, or a lane that merges over in a short distance, and if you're in heavy traffic and you get stuck in a lane you don't want to be in, it's kind of a problem. I need to clean up my driving here. I'm like driving in all kinds of different lanes. There we go, that's better. Alright, cruise control. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with my performance today. I'm still getting used to the steering wheel with the H-shifter. And it's not something I'm going to do every day. I think it's good that I have that Euro Truck Simulator playthrough that I'm going to start up here, where I get to
Stay left.
play without the steering wheel. Because as much as the steering wheel is cool and everything, it is definitely more tiring. You have to have a lot more focus. It's a lot more difficult. Oh, we got to slow down. And it's one of those things where it's good every once in a while, but not every day. I'd like to speed up a little bit.
Go straight.
Well, I'm telling her to speed up, but she's not doing it. There we go. Oops. God, I have to turn off the... Okay, well, I got stuff to do here, so I'm not gonna worry. Stay left, okay. Stay left. bit of Jake brake going. Alright.
Stay left.
Stay left. Alright, cool. Yeah, I like Doug. Doug's helping me out. So if you guys don't find him annoying, we'll probably keep him on. Because he definitely is helping me. I don't feel like I need him, but there have been some times where I've missed turns, and I think he'll help me with stuff like that. Okay, we just driven through Tucson. This will open up more jobs for us too, which is nice in the future. If ever we end up in a situation where we're taking quick jobs or something. Which I may resort to depending on where finances are, but right now we're making pretty good money from our drivers. Pierre immediately started making me good money. The real trick is, how are they going to do? Kick off that cruise control because it's now 75. The question is how they're going to do on the return trip. I think the real problem I have is where I put my headquarters. Coming into this game, I really didn't know where to set up. And I did Salem, Oregon because I wanted to be not too far away from Seattle and Portland, but a little bit more south so I could drive down to California and stuff. Maybe Eugene, Oregon would have been a better choice. But it seems like there's enough cargo coming out of Salem, but not very much going into it. So that's kind of the problem we're facing, I think, on a pretty consistent basis. Then again, that problem may happen to you no matter where you set up your base. You have enough drivers going out, doing jobs. I feel like I should downshift here because we're like struggling to get up to speed. Although we have been going uphill a lot too, so that could be a factor. Alright, good AI. Don't merge in front of my face. Okay, we still got an hour to go. And this job will pay out nicely. 18,000. It's not as good as the first job we did with the pesticides, but still good money. And we're in a greener spot of Arizona. I don't know what I think of Arizona yet. So far, this part of Arizona has been pretty good. So I'm leaning towards, with my next garage, going towards a more big city to try and mitigate those problems. But I think, honestly, that doesn't necessarily guarantee stuff. Like, for example, Nevada, I've noticed that there's a lot of jobs going in and out of Elko, Nevada, for whatever reason. Even though it's not really that major of a town, I don't think. I could be mistaken on that. Maybe Elko, Nevada is the transport hub of the state. But there's a lot of jobs going in and out of that city. So that's one of those circumstances where I might want to watch. Like if I want to put a base in Arizona, watch where all the jobs are going to. Not where they're coming from, but where they're going to. Because that will guarantee that I always have jobs both ways for my drivers, so I maximize their profits. Because them just having a job going out isn't good enough. Then you have a job on the way back too. We might level up after this one too. I'm not that far away from a level up, and this should be a pretty decent payout from experience standpoint.
Stay right, and then exit right.
All right, here we go. So first things first, I'm going to take it out of the special button. Let's go into fourth. Because this seems like a pretty intense ramp. Actually, let's go into 5th. Alright, we're almost there. But yeah, talking about the wheel. So I've been watching this guy on YouTube. He is also on Twitch. His name's Arthur Chapman. And because I've had a little bit of interest in Farm Simulator, and he kind of said the same thing I feel about with like doing stuff with a steering wheel. Now he was talking specifically about Farm Simulator, but he was saying like having a steering wheel was cool and everything, but you very quickly start to get like to the point where it's like, oh, it's so tiring to like set it up and use it. Like for me, I have to set it up and take it down every time too, which adds to that, right? So it's cool to do it every so often, but I think when I'm playing this in my off time, I'm not gonna bother with it because it's just too much overhead for just you know, what's supposed to be like a relaxing bit of fun. So I don't mind doing it on the stream, but all right, switching to third person. This is gonna be a pretty easy drop off, just as long as I approach it cautiously and slowly. How's the back end of that trailer look? I don't know. I don't like it. I don't think it's gonna make it. I'm gonna try and pull it over a little bit more, but I think I might have gone too far forward. Maybe it'll give it to me. I think the time it would have given it to me has passed, so unfortunately I did not get it in. Alright, let me think about this. I really just want to back it up straight. Question is, do I have the room? I think I have the room. So we're just gonna back it up straight, give us the room. Not really mess with it too much. Its orientation. Well, if I can kick it over a little bit, I will. So far, it is kind of going the way I want it to go. You should have to be watchful. Alright, cool. Straight back now. Alright, excellent. Okay. A little bit further back. Give us plenty of room. Alright, that'll do. Alright. Let's bring it in. So I undercommitted to what I was trying to do here, which is bring my truck wide where I want it to try and get the back of the trailer in. Still don't know if I have it here. I'm gonna be bummed out if I don't get it. I'm gonna pull it even more aggressively. All I care about is that back end of the trailer. I don't know if I got it, guys. Oh, and I just caught myself on this. We're gonna have to back up a little tiny bit. Alright, that'll do. Alright, should I try and start pulling it straight? Maybe I'll give it to me. There we go. Awesome. Oops. Not my right button. This one. Hey, barely. Oh, but Jared said I've been out this way. This kind of reminds me of being there. That's cool. Alright, cool. We got level 18. I've been looking forward to this level. So, good money, good experience. I managed to park the trailer that time, although it was a little difficult. I honestly don't know what job to take here, or what skill. I have all the hazardous cargo done, which is good. Everything else is just going to be bonuses at this point. I don't think I want longer distance right now. I think I'm just going to take a little bit more bonus for the high value. As we did just do a high value cargo, I think that's appropriate. Kind of just balance it out. All right, so we just got some upgrades. In particular, I'm worried about the Kenworth. So I could get a bigger tank, I guess. So this is the 4500 with the retarder. We also have the Allison TC10. This is going to be a 10-speed gearbox. Not really so interested in that. So what I want is I want the retarder version of the 4700, which is what I currently have. Oh, here you go. The 625 horsepower King of the Hill Caterpillar C15 engine. I think this is the best engine in the game. So we should probably upgrade my engine then. As it's been a while, I think the one I have is a 550 horsepower cat engine. But we might round out the stream with that, getting the upgrade. So you guys see what the process of getting an upgrade is like. Because I can't just do it whenever I want. I specifically have to go somewhere to get a upgrade. So first we're going to save our job, our mission complete. Alright, let me take a look at the world map here. We may not have a shop in this town, though. And I'm not sure if I want to drive all the way over to Tucson to get there. So this is a shop here. This is a shop. That's where our dealership is. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot in San Simeon. I guess it depends on how tired I am, as far as the in-game. I guess we'll go to Tucson. Do we go to the dealership or do we go to this stop? I mean, we get what we want either way, and this way we uncover a dealership. That I'm not too excited about. Honestly, I prefer to just uncover this guy. So you know what? I'm going to take it this way. Oops. Oh, I gotta delete that waypoint first. So we're going to come here. We'll do the engine replacement here. Probably take a nap if we need it. And then I'm probably not going to do this on stream, but we might come on over here and get our gas and other things. There's also a gas station here, so yeah, let's do that. I don't really need more dealerships unlocked. I've got all the dealerships that are in the game, and yeah, I'm fine with that. So if we get the option, I'll go over and do it. But right now, all right, let's just go ahead.
Time to hit the road.
So we're not that tired. So I'm not overly worried. I'm probably gonna have to, well, maybe we can make this turn. I don't know what's to the right of me though. Maybe. If we keep this hard turn, we might be able to get it. Alright. Alright. Stop at the stop sign. Our turn signal on. Good that way. Oop. I did not get it in gear. Whoops. Alright, we should be clear now. Can't really see because of that billboard, but I think I'm fine. In a second. Now we could get gas here, but I don't need it. Honestly, I could probably be fine without gas for a bit. Alright, we just keep going straight. Stick to the right.
Go straight.
Or in this case, straight. It's 45 here. Well, can't rely on the navigation system. I'm gonna let this truck go through. Hurts me to do it, but it was the wise thing to do. I might have beat him to the punch, but he was going way faster than me. Our truck is kind of a rocket ship when we don't have trailer on it, so it goes a lot faster. I'm assuming getting the 625 horsepower engine is not going to change that. It's probably going to make it more so. I don't really feel like putting it in 7th gear, so I'll live with the higher revs, whatever. Yeah, let's put it in cruise control. Alright. So it's still an hour and a half away. Yeah, I really like this truck. Pretty happy with it. The only downside is the turning circle. But that's because of the drive setup that I have. I'm sure getting the 300-gallon tank would just make the chassis even longer. Go around, not to go around. Go around.
Go straight.
Yeah, we still got more than an hour on this highway. Okay, road construction up ahead. We don't know what that means just yet. Okay, get over to the right lane. I suspect we're gonna have a, shit. I didn't mean to take it out of gear. Matter of fact, we should have stayed in 6th gear. We're getting experience for driving around. Thankfully, there are rewards for driving around. Not on a job. Just an experience, no money. Yeah, we're up to 113,000 really quickly there. So, my goals with the rest of this playthrough is to get a new expanded garage. Now, if I had a loan available, I could get one right now in Tucson. But no need to be hasty. I probably could get close to affording it. It really comes down to how many more loans I could take. Ah, this isn't gonna go well. I thought I could fly past him, but that wasn't gonna happen. How's the gear shifter holding up? You know what? This gear shifter lasted the whole stream. Didn't slip off once. High praise to the gear shifter. So I was talking about something before we ended. Oh yeah, that was right. Ended up having to slow down there. Okay, bank. I can borrow 50,000. It really comes down to just burning off more of this loan here. We can afford to be patient, though. Some more good jobs for us. We'll be in that position right away. Oh, you know what? 65 here. Oh, well, there's the loans right there. The cruise control is off by a mile an hour, but that's okay. So I'm not paying 7,600 in my loans, but as we're seeing, I'm making that really easily. My drivers alone pay that off, so
Stay right.
and more than that.
And exit right.
All right.
Exit
I'm gonna go into 5th here. Start using that Jake brake a little bit more.
Get ready to turn right.
Turn left. No, I'm turning right.
Turn right.
Train going somewhere. Okay, looks clear. I'm not in gear. Thought I was. Missed my first gear change, I guess. Yeah, there's a train. So it's either already passed or it's coming. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a train crossing thing happen in this game yet. Oh yeah, you have. I remember. I put it in neutral, but it didn't catch it because I have my bad shifting. All right.
Finally, we are here.
All right, this is supposedly it. Here we are. All right, so let's go to the truck configurator. We're gonna go to the only thing I want to change here. I'm happy with the gearbox. Now I do eventually want to get the retarder version of this, but I'm gonna guess it happens at, well, you know, honestly, I don't know when it happens. Do I already have it? Because I just got the 10 speed, and that's not with the retarder. It's only showing one gearbox here. I don't see it, but it's possible it's in a weird order. You just look through. Yeah, I don't see it. So it can't be just one thing, because you would think there would be a retarder version of this, and I can't scroll down any further. Well, I could be wrong. There might not be a retarder version of this. There's a way for me to check on that, but not here. Let's get our engine. That's what we're here to really do. This is going to cost me a little bit of money. Now, my engine and the engine here, there's not really a big difference, but because I'm turning in one engine for the other, I'm not going to get full value. I'm only getting 29,000 out of it. So we're still going to have to pay 24,000, but we can afford it. So I'm not too worried about it. So yeah, we now have the most powerful engine in the game. So at least I'm pretty sure this is. I wonder if the Volvo has a more powerful engine. Well, we can double check. I wanted to check on the gearbox anyway, so we'll confirm. I'm also going to do service while I'm here. So yeah, we got some damage on various things. It's not anything heavy, and I could probably ignore it, but it's only going to cost me $200 with my insurance being where it is, so why not? We're here already. Okay, that's it. So let's go ahead and check that other thing I was talking about. So under the vehicle browser, you can see all the upgrades that are coming. So we want to go to the Kenworth W900 because that's what I have. Nothing else really matters to me other than the gearbox stuff. So you never get a retarder version of the TC10 thing. So we have to get to level 20 for this. So it's going to take some time because at this point the level ups are happening pretty slowly. But that's pretty much the last spot I want to be, and then I'm pretty much happy with this truck. It's perfect. At least to me. The question is, though, is there another truck that has a more powerful engine? Because I know in Euro Truck Simulator, the Volvo can have up to a 750 horsepower engine. But let's see if that's true in this game. Yeah, it looks like 600 horsepower is as good as it gets. I'm pretty sure 625 is as high as it goes. But let's go through the different truck designs. I'm going to imagine that Peterbilt is going to be more or less the same. Yeah, so 625 there. Kenworth and Peterbilt are owned by the same company. Lone Star, 605. Mack, 505. Yeah, I pretty much looked at the different brands. I mean, you have different variants in the Kenworth. You have the T680, which I don't think can take. Yeah, I can't take the 625 engine. I can only take the 600 engine. And then the only one we didn't look at would be the 579 here, which again can only take a 600 horsepower engine. So 625 is as good as it gets. Now some trucks are going to have different gearboxes and stuff. This one really doesn't. Volvo would be one of the ones I would say is very likely to have maybe something different. Yeah, so at level 6... Yeah, you have no possibility of getting the 4700 in the Volvo, but you have this I-shift gearbox, which is something you can't get in any of the other trucks. Yeah, I don't know which version of the I-shift I'd want more. Would I want the higher gear ratio on the low end, and technically the high end of the gear ranges? Or would I want the more fuel efficiency and the higher differential? The differential might mitigate that a little bit, but... yeah, I don't know. I think naturally I'd go for this guy. But... that's one of those things I'd have to try out and see what I liked. It really depends on what kind of cargo you plan to haul, too. I think with our mainline truck, we've been going more like heavy duty, and with this big engine. Alright, that's enough looking around. Let's go ahead and get a nap here. And I think I'll call it a stream. We'll park next to this Volvo here. He backed in, that's alright. I don't need to do that. Okay, engine off. Nap. Commence. Alright, guys. Well, I think that's gonna wrap her up.